It feels like everywhere you look, the UK is a nation under construction. I mean, from motorways to runways, it's right in the middle of this massive infrastructure overhaul. So today, we're going to dig into what's being built, why it's being built, and what the true cost of all this progress really is.
All right, so what's on the agenda? We're going to take a journey through the four key areas getting a major upgrade. We're talking roads, rails, ports, and airports. And then, after all that, we'll step back and look at the big picture, this incredible balancing act that holds it all together.
First up, let's talk about the very arteries of the nation. We're looking at this huge, ambitious plan to enhance England's motorways and major A roads. These are the absolute lifelines for millions of people and businesses every single day. And while the numbers here are just staggering, we're talking about a £27 billion fund that's dedicated to improving over 4,000 miles of the country's most critical roads. Now, to put that into perspective for you, that's enough cash to build over 60 brand new, state-of-the-art hospitals. So this is not just about patching up a few potholes, this is a complete redevelopment.
And this slide, well, it really gets to the heart of the matter. It's all about the trade-off, right? On one hand, the benefits are super clear. You get smoother traffic, better connections between the north and south, and they're even planning ahead with charging for electric vehicles. But on the other hand, all that progress comes with a seriously hefty price tag, both in money and environmental impact. It can even mean uprooting entire communities. And you can't forget one of the biggest upsides here: jobs. This road development plan is expected to create something like 64,000 construction jobs. That is a huge boost for the industry and for all the local economies along these new routes.
Okay, let's switch tracks, pun intended, and have a look at the rail network. The idea here is really twofold. First, to ease some of the pressure on our super crowded roads, and second, to act as a powerful engine for economic growth right across the country.
All right, first stop, London. We're looking at a project that's already a total game changer: Crossrail, which millions of commuters now know and love as the Elizabeth Line. It really shows you what modern rail can do for a massive, bustling city.
And the Elizabeth Line's impact? Oh, it was pretty much immediate. It's cut journey times, eased congestion on a bunch of other tube lines, and made getting into central London easier than ever. Actually, it's been such a phenomenal success that there's already serious talk about planning future extensions just to keep up with demand.
And now for the big one, the project that's probably sparked more arguments than any other in recent memory: HS2. This is the high-speed rail line that was designed to be this incredible link connecting London with the Midlands and, well, originally the North, too. But this is exactly where the grand ambition of HS2 has crashed right into reality. Sure, it promises to slash travel times to Birmingham and create thousands of jobs, but its journey has been hit with one thing after another: soaring costs, fierce political opposition, and major environmental concerns. And all of this, as you've probably heard, led to the northern parts of the line being canceled, which completely changes the original vision of the project.
All right, let's head to the coast now and check out the UK's gateways to the rest of the world. The nation's ports are absolutely vital for global trade, but lately they've been facing some pretty serious headwinds.
I mean, UK ports, which give jobs to about 120,000 people, have been hit by a perfect storm. You've got a post-Brexit dip in trade, really tough competition from huge European ports, and infrastructure that's just plain outdated. So, yeah, investment isn't just a nice-to-have anymore. It's absolutely crucial for their survival.
But the UK is fighting back with some really bold new projects. And a perfect example of this is the incredible, state-of-the-art London Gateway Terminal. It's right there on the River Thames, and it was designed specifically to tackle these challenges head-on. And with a price tag of £1.5 billion, you better believe this is not just any old port. It's a highly automated facility built to handle the biggest container ships in the world. We're talking about an incredibly efficient, direct link to global markets. So really, London Gateway is kind of the blueprint for where all UK ports need to go. The path forward is basically two-pronged. They've got to get greener by shifting to renewables, and they've got to get smarter by upgrading their tech and automation to really boost efficiency.
Okay, for our last stop, let's take to the skies and look at the future of UK airports. We're going to examine the very controversial plans to expand airport capacity with a laser focus on that long-debated idea for a third runway at London's Heathrow. And this is a classic on the one hand, on the other hand situation.
The benefits column is just packed with economic goodies. More flights, more trade, more jobs. But the challenges column is just as powerful, highlighting more noise, more traffic, higher carbon emissions, and real harm to local wildlife. It's basically a national scale debate of the head versus the heart.
Now, the main argument you'll hear from people who support the third runway is this. They believe that expanding an airport that's already there is actually a greener and more efficient option than building a brand new one from scratch somewhere else. So, after looking at all these huge nation-shaping projects, one single powerful theme just keeps coming up. It's this constant tension that sits underneath every single one of these big decisions, from the smallest road to the largest runway.
And that's really the question at the heart of everything we've talked about today. Every new road, every mile of railway track, every potential new flight path forces us to ask, how do you balance that need for economic growth with the environmental and social costs? There are no easy answers, which leaves us all to think, what really is the true price of progress?